And good evening, everybody. I'm Michael Filigera. I am with logicalsignals.com and also tradershelpingtraders.com. And this is the Elliott wave update for the NQ for Sunday, April 18th, 2021. As we come into the Globex session, the market had gapped lower by about 40 points off of Friday's closing, and which gives us a little bit of additional information in terms of that I've now put a one. So the first wave of the minor wave 5 that we're in, the first wave of that is complete, or appears to be complete, right here at last week's highs at 14,059. And what we're now in the process of is putting in a C wave to complete the minute wave 2, or the small wave 2 correction. And what we seem to be doing is, this would be the A, there's the B. It was a beautiful B, by the way. And then now we're looking for completion of the C wave, and that could have been it. But I'm going to leave it that we're still looking for additional 5. So within this small C wave, maybe that's the wave 1, wave 2, and now we're going to get a third, a fourth, and come back down, and likely end up in a zone that'll go, it really does need to come down and get below that low. But I think that the 382 down to 13,947 down to 13,933 should contain an additional C wave down. We'll put a 2, and then it's off to the races in a smaller, so it's going to be minor wave 3 of minor wave 5. As we now work our way higher in this finishing wave, but it's going to be a finishing 5-wave structure. And as you can see on a 15-minute, as far as trading goes, damn nice trading. Wave 1, nice trading, both directions. We're getting it in both directions, and you just have to pay attention. You just have to follow your Fibonacci's, you have to follow your Elliott, and be able to just take a peek and go, this is where we're headed. And so we've got this zone. Then I'm looking for it to just pretty much easily, because there'll be a third wave, but even in that first wave of that third wave, I'd be looking for it to go pretty much with ease back above 14,059. So something's going to happen, and maybe it's going to be earnings, maybe it's just going to be people needing to come in, maybe it's the beginning of the week, so we got new money. Whatever the situation is, that's where I think it should do it, and it should do it fairly with ease. So again, we're in a small ABC wave 2 correction of minor 5, which is still in progress. Waves A and B likely are complete, with the C wave gapping lower to begin, and then to kick it off. And support in that zone continues to remain, actually, 13,990. That kind of held it for a little bit this afternoon. But now that's been broken again. And so we're going to drop that down to our bottom side zone, which is going to be 13,947 to 13,933. That's where I'm looking for that to come in. But a break below 933 with follow through drops it down to the next support, so down, which is going to be 13,912 to 13,891. So here down to here. And pretty much for wave 2, that's what I'm looking. We have seen waves 2, they can go 100% of wave 1. They just cannot break below it, because then it's no longer a wave 2. So it's a correcting. So wave 2 is correct wave 1. And so we can take it all back, but I'm not expecting that. Like, these would be the bottom zones in here that I really think this thing would go into the depths. And again, it has to be, a little bit of fear coming into the market, so to speak. In any case, I think once that wave C and in turn the minute second wave are complete, my expectations are going to remain for that next small wave 3 to begin. So the initial turn again should be strong in moving off of the low of wave 2. So again, initially that third wave should break above 14,059 without much hesitation. So upside, we continue. Let me just put this chart up a little bit, see if we can't get our other levels. I got to put them back on. Somehow they went away. Okay, so let me get rid of that and say, come on, yes to that. And then now I'm going to put our other Fibonacci's on there. And that'll give us what we want to see here in terms of what this overall fifth wave should look like. Except it's going to give me a problem doing it, which it always does. Of course, that's still there. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to put that there. Quickly put that there. So these are just going to be a little bit of hints because this is not super exact. But what we're going to see now is that I am expecting that this next wave, so this minor wave 5 would be 618 of minor wave 3. That's a very common relationship between these two waves. So ultimately, I'm looking at 14,656 up in that zone, and the zone actually begins here, 14,489 to 14,780. That's actually the zone that I think will complete this larger rally that we've now been in. So remember, we're in the beginning phases of minor wave 5, which is going to break into its own 5 waves. We have completed the first wave up. Now we're involved in that wave 2 correction. And the next wave, I think, should take us pretty easily above the existing high at 14,059 and begin to head up into the zones. Now, first zone, 14,144 to, or excuse me, 14,114 to 14,321. That's a zone where I'm looking for the third wave to finish up in here. And so downside should be very limited. It may intraday, it may seem intense, but it should be pretty limited. And we have our support levels coming off, and you continue to use them. So remember, trade what's in front of you, trade according to your moving averages, and look for where the market is telling you it's going to go. So we have Fibonacci set up for tomorrow morning on where to complete this C wave. So the C wave started here to come down. And then we'll go on to our next set of Fibonacci's and our next set of Elliott. Next update is going to be tomorrow, Monday.